What is going on, my friends? Welcome back to Palmetto Fishing Adventures. We're out here on the gorgeous Lake Robinson in Greer, South Carolina. Absolutely beautiful morning, perfect. It's June right now, June 27th, and it is 83 degrees, which is actually pretty cool. And it's overcast, and I'm seeing fish jumping everywhere. And right now, guys, it is about 8 o'clock, and we're out here bright and early. And we're gonna be doing some perch fishing this morning. I have a boat loaded up with bait and the snacks we need, plenty of rods, all the tackle that I need. And we're gonna be doing some nice perch fishing this morning. So thank y'all so much for watching. Let's get right into the video. Okay, my friends, let's get this day started. What I've done is we are in 13 feet of water right now. And let me show y'all the markings that I'm getting. I hope y'all can see that well. But all of that down there on the bottom, if y'all are new to depth finders, this big yellow part on the bottom right here is all the bottom. That's the bottom of the water, obviously. The top up here is the surface of the water. Right there, something small went by, but right here, all of that dark yellow arcs on the bottom, most of that is perch, maybe some crappie and bluegill, but especially perch, and that's what we want. Y'all can see that huge arc on the bottom there. That is exactly what we want. What I've done is I've anchored up. We are in 13 feet of water, like I said. We're gonna pull up the trolling motor. And let me show y'all the rig that I'm gonna be using real quick. Right here, kind of like a sabiki rig, but I've made it for perch. So instead of like a sabiki rig with 6 hooks, this is just 3 jig heads on here. And all I'm gonna do with each of these jig heads right here, I got a pink one, a green one, and a white one. Each 3, I'm going to tip with a worm. Now guys, one thing real quick, it's very important to make sure if you do 3 hooks, the heavier hook is on the bottom so you can keep everything straight and it doesn't get all tangled up and messed up. For this rig, I'm gonna use the bigger Canadian night crawlers. We're gonna grab out a cutting board just to put these on. But that right there, folks, is way too big. So what we're gonna do, break him in half. A little gruesome, but it'll get the job done. And then on each one of these jig heads, we're just gonna tip it with a nice hunk of night crawler. 1 time through, 2 time through will be good, just like so. First rod, 3 jig heads, all with worm going down. And we're gonna cast this one just right out there. Boom. 13 feet of water. We'll move our rod holder to the right direction and we will stick it in the rod holder and hopefully we get some bites pretty darn quick. There we go. Turn your rod holder away from the fish. Boom. Next rod, guys, I don't want to bore y'all with talking about my setups, but real quick, all I have here is just a little drop shot weight and I put a couple extra split shots on for some extra oomph. And then just a little hook, and we're gonna put a worm on there too. So I will catch y'all when we're catching a fish. Let's get to it. Guys, first fish of the day. I knew something was playing with it. It wasn't even fighting. First fish of the day. That's not exactly what we're looking for. He's tiny, but he swallowed it up, so I guess I'm keeping him. Dang it. I mean, it's a fish, but boy, that is tiny. That's the species we're looking for, folks. So we know they're here, but boy, is that a tiny perch. That's like, what, 5 inches? Little tiny guy. Pretty fish, though. He is a bit small. I would like to only be keeping 8 inches or bigger, but we gotta keep him because he swallowed it up. Too bad. That's okay. First fish of the day, folks. Let's go. After catching a couple smaller perch, a huge school of fish swam below the boat with hundreds of perch, and I started absolutely smacking perch. The moment it hits the bottom, it's just non-stop action. That's a better one too. There we go. Starting to get a little bit more size to them too. They're very pretty. They really do look like dinosaurs. Very beautiful fish. Pretty, about 8 inches. But it's just insane how many fish there are. There must be 1,000 perch from right there to here. Just crazy. Missed him again. Oh, look at that. He followed it right up. Let's see. Guys, he followed it up. Let's see if I can dangle it right here next to the boat. He followed it right up from the bottom, 13 feet off. Yep, he came up and hit it right below the boat, guys. That is crazy. Oh, plucked me clean. There we go. That one's got some more weight to him, I think. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Still not huge, but that's definitely a keeper. He's got a little bit more of some size to him. There we go, folks. What the heck? Dude, there's a man playing with his goose. There's a man playing with a goose in his backyard. There's like geese running around. There's a man like screaming at him. He's going, blah, blah, blah. It's absolutely crazy how many fish are below the boat. There's a better one right there too. Much better one. There we go, folks. That's about a 9-incher. Look at that. That's what we need. That is what we want, guys. And from now on, I could not keep the perch off my hook. Boat, that is crazy. Absolutely crazy. That one's decent, but I'm only gonna keep the slightly bigger ones. I'm only gonna keep like 8.5, 9 inches now, because I don't wanna be keeping all the small ones. There's so many below the boat here. I'm just gonna keep them if they're like 9 inches on the bottom. Just like, look at that, 2 feet below the boat right here. Look at that, just crushed it. Just absolutely crushed it. There's a piggy. There's what we want, folks. Look at that. There's a big one. Get in here. Yes, sir. There we go. So it's good to know. Look at that, crazy. I didn't even have to feel a bite. I just knew one was gonna be on. Yeah. We got two at once, baby. Woo, this is fun. Got another one. Woo. Oh, little baby boy. Woo. This is when I did something I've never tried before. The fish were so thick down there that I decided to drop a bare hook down to the bottom, and you won't believe what happened next. Going down. Can we catch a perch on a bare hook? They're hitting the hook. I kid you not. They're hitting the hook. Dude, they're hitting the hook. There's no way. There's so many fish down there. They're hitting the bare hook. He's swimming off with the bare hook. Dude, he ate. Look at it. Look, 2 more following it. Guys, I kid you not, that perch, there's so many down there, that perch ate the bare hook. There was not a single piece of bait on here. Look at that, that is crazy. Here, look at this. That was all it was on, is that little tiny chunk. This is what we're gonna do to prove that they're hitting the bare hook. Okay, absolutely nothing on there. Y'all can see right here, I'm getting all tangled up. Y'all can see right here, there is nothing on that hook. And there is so many perch below us that they are eating the bare hook. Watch this. They're hitting the bare hook. That's crazy. That's absolutely insane. The fact that they're hitting a hook, I'm totally dropping down a sabiki. Look at that. An 8-inch perch on a bare hook. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. That's insane. Since I had already caught like 40 or 50 nice perch, I decided to do something a little bit different, and I wanted to see if I could get any cool underwater footage, even though it was very dark and murky down there. Now, it was raining outside and the water was really cloudy, but I did see a few cool things, even though it was very murky. So let's check that out right now. First of all, you can see a little group of like 3 little perch swim up and look at the camera, but it looks like they got spooked really quickly and swam off. And they swam so quickly I had to slow down the footage so that y'all can see it, but to me it's still very cool. And unfortunately, the water was so cloudy that that's all I got. But eventually, I decided to bring the camera back into the boat. Well, my friends, the fishing has slowed down a little bit more now, but I can't ask for any better of a day. It's been crazy. I caught all those nice perch, and I'm gonna bring those home and clean them up and cook up an amazing meal for my family. But guys, I cannot ask for any better of a day today. I've caught 50, 60 fish probably, and the moment it hit the bottom, it was just a bite every single time. And I thank y'all so much for watching as always, and just being with me on these adventures. Thank y'all so much, and I will see y'all in the next video.